Hello everyone, I am back and I am going to show you one of my favorite beauty routines, and it involves something that you may be familiar with, you've heard of before, and it is the Bentonite clay, the Indian healing clay by the Aztec Secrets. And I'm also going to be using my fave apple cider vinegar. So what you're going to do is you're basically going to get a bowl like this. It's not plastic, and it's, well, you can use a plastic one, but you can't use metal. This is, I guess, porcelain or something like that, but it's not metal. So, and I also have my mixing spoon. So we are going to get started. I think the camera's still going, so I'm just going to open this. This is how it looks on the inside. So what I'm actually going to use, I'm using it for my armpits. I'm not going to use it for my face today. But just a little information. I actually have risings that come up on my arm, under my arms, not on, but under my arms occasionally, and this actually has helped me to kind of treat, or not necessarily treat, but to remedy that problem. So that's why I'm going to be using this for my armpits today. Now, how much I'm going to use, I don't really have big armpits, so I'm probably going to use like maybe 3 spoonfuls. And the frequency of me using it is actually every 3 days, so that you just try to keep it from coming back. Now, when it's not here, when it's not under my arms, then I'm not using it. And I probably should start using it even when it's not under my arms, but yeah, I'm getting tricked up, twisted up, and all of that. So this is how it looks in the bowl. I don't want it to fall out in the sink. And I'm actually going to move the camera. I'm just going to use like maybe, I use 3 spoonfuls of that. So I'm actually going to use a little bit more of this so that we can have a good consistency. And if there's any left over, then I may be using it for my face. But I'm going to be using it mainly for the armpits. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to just put it in the little cap. And I'm actually, in a second, I'm going to get the camera so that you can actually see the chemical reaction that happens when the vinegar actually hits the clay. Well, I'm not going to be able to move the camera, but yeah. Okay, so let's see. I don't know if you can see that well. I think you see it a little bit. But you see how it's starting to fizz up? The chemical reaction is going on in there. I know you probably can hear it. So I'm going to add a little bit more. And I'm going to show you how it looks and show you me mixing it up and all of that good stuff. So yeah, I shall be back. I shouldn't be smacking my lips. I need to go and get it out of my system before school starts. Well, before I actually go back to school. Because when school starts, I'm not going to be there for the first probably 2 to 3 weeks. So I'll be coming in to work like 3 weeks after they start school and all that because of the surgery. So yeah, I'm rambling. Let me go on and finish with my chemical reaction. So that is how it's actually looking right now. I don't know how well you can see it. See it bubbling up? Fun stuff, fun. Okay, so I'm going to be mixing it up and letting you see how it's going to look before I put it under my armpits. Okay, so I am back, and this is how the clay looks. I'm trying to make sure that it doesn't waste out, because it was pretty inexpensive, but at the same time I want to spend it a whole lot for the clay itself. So as you can see, it's actually pretty thin consistency. Let me just do, yeah, it's not super thin, it just kind of plops, looks nasty. Yes. Okay, I'm having fun doing it, too much fun. So now I'm going to show you what you obviously come here for, and that is to see how it works on my underarms, not armpits. Yeah. Okay, so this is how they look now before. Now, I know you probably can't see it under this one, but there's actually a rising, well, you probably can't see the indentation. It's actually been going down some, but there's an indentation right there. This is where the rising is. Not indentation, the other word, opposite of indentation. Yeah, my spray just went out. Okay, and under this one, I don't know if you can see it that well, but there's a little something trying to develop there, and I'm going to catch it before it develops. And right back here, I can feel it, like, one is developing there as well, and it's actually a little bit bigger than this one. I can feel it under my skin. So now, I am going to apply the clay mix. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my hands. It's actually a good exfoliant as well. I think that's the word you use. Exfoliant. What else? Okay, so I am going to be using my hands. I actually have a little bit moist. No, there's nothing but clay. Okay, but yeah, I want it to be a little bit moist so it'll be a little bit easier for me to apply. So I'm actually going to be putting it in this part of my hand, on both hands, so I need to whip the other one as well. Yeah, look at those hands. Okay, so let's go on and get to applying. Yeah, this. Okay, and I'm just gonna oh wow, slippery. I'm glad this is my house dress and I don't go anywhere with it. It just went all down. As you can see, it went all on my dress. But on the bright side, it means that my dress will be super clean. So I'm going to just apply to the other side as well, just like I did here. Now I got to kind of keep my arms up now so that it can actually work like it's supposed to. So now I am going to be applying some in this hand. Those are some sexy hands, girl. I'm gonna try to put not as much on this hand because we see the disaster that happened here. So we just kind of keep my hands up, my arms up, and apply it. Ugh. It looks so icky. Now, once it starts drying, you know that it's working. So I'm probably gonna keep it on for like maybe 10 to 15 minutes at the most. And of course I have plenty left over, so I will be using that on my face. Remember earlier in the video I told you I wouldn't be using it on my face? Well, I think the clay just proved me to be a liar because I'm going to be using some on my face. I don't want it to go to waste. Oh, I think they're almost around. Face, waist. Face, waist. Okay, so now I'm going to apply it to my face. Now I'm still going to put it on the tip of my fingers because, yeah, there's no reason for me to be using the palm of my hand. So, yeah. Ick. I think I may have made a little much. But, yeah. Okay. Look at it. Yeah, I think I made too much because it's still going to be too much for my face as well. Now, if I didn't have my surgical scars, I'd actually be using some on my stomach and the little area, the sides of my stomach and all that. The love handle area. I don't know what it's called. I took AMP like almost 6 years ago, so I don't really remember body parts like that. I learned it, but then I lost it. So now I'm just gonna apply it. This is my facial mask for this week. I think if you were looking at the video earlier, you see the little pimple that I had over here on this right side of my face. Your left side on my right. No, I'm not talking about my mole. There's actually like a pimple, look like it has a white head on it. Yeah, some got in my hair. There's plenty more left, so what I'm going to do, and you have to make sure that you don't get in your eyes, because it's not going to be too pleasant. So now what I'm going to do is put some on my neck. There's so much left over. Still got to try to keep my arms up. Okay, let me stop being silly. Yeah, who am I kidding? I'm always silly. Okay. Now just hold your head up and just apply. Do some more. I'm doing this because I'm silly. There's still some left, so I will actually be figuring out ways to use it, since I can't use it on my incisions or my abdominal area like I normally do. And I must say that actually helps, because this actually is supposed to take toxins out of your body, so it helps keep my weight. I'm guessing this and my diet, exercise, water, especially water, is actually helping to keep my weight down. So I'm going to figure out some kind of way to use this. I think I might clean something with it. But yeah, so I'm going to wait this 15 minutes. So it's probably less now. But I will be back and show you the results, or whatever it's called. Okay, so I am back, and if you can notice on my face, let me kind of move back a little bit. You can see that the clay is actually kind of darkened a little bit, and it's super dry. I can feel it on my face dry. So I know we did this video originally for the armpits, but I just really think it's unsanitary to do the armpits first and then my face. Kind of grossed out and stuff like that. So I am going to be taking this off my face first with a wet washcloth, face towel, and you have to be gentle with it though, because your face is still sensitive. Skin on your face is still sensitive. So just gently wipe it off. And I will be back showing you the glowing skin that I have at the end. And also I'm going to remove from my armpits as well. So we'll talk a little bit more in a second or so. Okay, I am back. I have removed all the gunk, all the clean from off of my facial area as well as my armpits. Yeah. Wait, it's actually maybe a little bit more. Let me get that off. I'm glad I looked into the camera and saw that. Yeah. I should probably stop doing that, but it's goofy and that's a habit. So, yeah. And ta-da! I'd be glad when I can figure out something to make my armpits a little bit lighter, have dark armpits, not as dark as my hair. But anyways, so now that I've removed the clay from off of my face, I am going to use my next favorite product. And as you can see, I'm actually kind of low on it. Coconut oil by the same brand, the Simple Truth Organic, which is the same brand of apple cider vinegar I have. And you can get these products from Kroger. I'm not aware of any other grocer that you can get this from. So what I'm going to do now, because this is a great conditioner and moisturizer for your face so that it doesn't get too dry out from the exfoliant that you've used. So you always follow up with a moisturizer. I'm just going to kind of tip it over. See how, because it has actually a high boiling point, which means that it actually melts, because when you buy this in the solid form, but when it melts, it actually melts faster than butter. You should try it when you're cooking, because I've learned that. That's how I figured out that the boiling point is actually pretty, did I say high or low? Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of liquidy, so it's actually kind of different. But you don't really need a whole lot, because otherwise you're just going to have super greasy face. And that's a no-no. From there, just rub it on. And you have to remember to get it under your neck as well, since that's where we applied the clay. Now, I know you probably can't see it, but I actually feel like my face is cleaner, it's softer, my skin is so soft. And you have to be careful working around here and around your eyes, because it's super sensitive there and all that. So make sure you get some under that neck too, because you don't need but a little bit for this. Now this is actually my skincare routine. I have a video actually uploaded of my favorite facial products to use, which is Mary Kay Cosmetics. Now I'm actually out of it and I'm waiting on my shipment to come in. So in between time, because you know you can't just wait and let your face wait and all that. So in between time, I just use my little homey things around here. And I don't do the clay mask every single day on my face. So until I get my stuff, my Mary Kay, what I'm going to do is like alternate. So like I said, I use it every 3 days. So the 2 days that's in between those, I am going to be using my mixture of my coconut oil and baking soda. And yeah, I'm actually kind of low on that, so I'll be doing a video soon of how to mix it together, as well as some other uses for that mixture. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm actually about to get ready to go to a wedding, so I'm actually going to tighten up my hair a little bit and probably do something to this face of mine. And I think I'm going to let you get the enjoyment of seeing how it looks. So I should be back in a second. Okay, so I am now ready to go to the wedding, and I have some of my favorites makeup on. Yeah, and see how natural it looks? It doesn't even look like there's a whole lot of caked up powder. So yeah, if you would like to know what I have on my face, or products that I actually have on my face, I'm actually going to put them in the description box below. And you will be able to see, as well as the link to where I got these products. So until next time, until the next video, see ya.